And they've made it here, and now making the noise. Now they've done it.
Some rather impressive tattoos as well.
On one side, yeah, he's a work in progress.
Depends which way you're looking at him, I guess. But right, he's up against Ian Morrall, who's 0-3-0 in the super welterweight division.
Morrall looks a lot taller, doesn't he? He's got a few inches on Billy.
Yeah, southpaw man with the gold trim. Lovely left hand and another left hand, and Morrall already looks in trouble as that left hand keeps finding a home. Morrall is desperately holding on here. Cannot get away from that.
Morrall needs to weather this storm, doesn't he? And it's very early in his career, Morrall. I think he might learn.
Yeah, as the journeyman, you tend to see them losing less and less as they go on it by stoppage, but
he's a bit too eager. Just spoil a little bit, Morrall, but
took the distance away from Billy Stanbury there, Morrall, by moving away. But you can't help but feel this is not a fun round for him. Haven't seen Billy Stanbury since his second fight, and in that time he's gone and racked up a couple of stoppage wins, and that left hand got round the guard, didn't it?
Clipped the beard of Morrall.
Which, to be fair, you don't have to be that close to do.
It's a good beard.
It's a good beard. Oh, nice right hand by Morrall. Yeah, very nice. Dug down to the body though with his own lead right there, Billy Stanbury.
These two aren't waiting to get into it, are they?
This is good, exactly what I was about to say. This is good fun. Drops to the body, goes upstairs from Morrall. Good work, fighting back off the back foot.
I haven't looked through his history, but I'm going to guess Morrall hasn't fought a southpaw before, because he seems to be struggling. He's getting caught every time by the left hand. And again.
Caught off balance there, Morrall.
It's from my hometown of Milton Keynes, Morrall. Overreaching there, Stanbury. Needs to set up that left hand.
Good right uppercut, come hook to the midsection from Billy Stanbury, and again he's cuffing hands, he's trying to let them go in close. It has slowed down a bit towards the end of this first.
It was frenetic, wasn't it, for the first minute and a half?
I'm a bit surprised to see Morrall still standing there after that. Do you think he'll make it through the following 3 rounds? We've still got 3 more of this super welterweight fight.
We'll see. That might depend upon Billy rather than Ian, I suspect. But highly entertaining. If you were Jamie Spate in that Ian Morrall corner, Adam, what would you have told him?
Watch for the left hand. I mean, I think he tried to fight back. Let's just look at what is going on right now. He's not moving too much, enough rather. He's not making Billy Stanbury punch and miss anything. He's just standing there and letting him hit him.
He's trying to punch with Stanbury, but he doesn't have the same power, doesn't have the same timing, doesn't have the same technique.
Yeah, he needs to make Stanbury set himself and then move and make Stanbury miss.
Yeah.
But at the moment, that's not happening. Oh, that was a nice right hand though, off the back foot from Ian Morrall.
There's actually a lot to like about Morrall. There's an awful lot to like. I'm just not sure this is the right fight to be doing the things that he's doing.
No, or if you're going to be an away fighter, really the right profession.
But it's highly entertaining.
Absolutely.
And Stanbury is being kept very honest by this.
Yeah, he's certainly not having it all his own way. He's getting caught coming in. That was a lovely right hand under the guard of Ian Morrall.
Morrall squares up, doesn't he?
Swing and a miss, yeah. And another one with the left hand from Morrall, just made to pay again. Billy Stanbury.
Every time Morrall throws the jab, then the backhand on the end of it, he squares right up. He's there to be hit by Stanbury. He just needs to wait. Just needs to wait for the second shot and then throw.
Jittered going back there, Morrall. His feet again. His feet are just getting way too close to one another. looks off balance, looks a bit ragged. Looks, to be honest, like a man who could get caught flush at any moment.
Yeah, I think that's where it needs to be from Stanburys. Lure him in and counter off of the right hand, because there are gaps all over.
There we go, that left hand really crashed through from Billy Stanbury.
The Stanburys game, isn't he? He's
looking very good. I've been impressed with him when I've seen him in the past, and I always thought he was a good natural boxer. And it's always hard to tell with the southpaw at sort of small hall level, because you don't see many of them necessarily. A lot of guys like to switch hit, but his timing and his power, you can hear the power, and he's clinging on there. Ian Morrall, referee Kieran McCann, separates them, but
there you go. He's just getting busy there, Stanbury.
More one-way traffic, and that was hard. His legs dipped there. His legs have dipped again, stiffened up as well.
Stanbury bounced up right off the top of the cranium as well, didn't he? Morrall came in head down.
Twice, 2 in a row, right on the top of his head. You're right. Here we go. Second round drawing to a close, though. Another good one for Billy Stanbury in my book.
Yeah. It's been a quick turnaround for Stanbury. He was out at the start of July. So he's had the summer off, I suspect not off, but out of the ring, and then straight back into it in September. October. We're in September still, aren't we?
Yeah.
I've lost a month. He's built up quite the following as well. He's been fighting down at the Guildhall in Plymouth quite often.
Come a long way to support him, and they're doing it very, very well, Billy Stanmore's fans.
He does carry power. We're seeing it in this. He stopped George Rogers back in April, only person to have done so. There's a lot of power in there.
You can see him winding up, and he did with a right hook there that, let's be honest, you could see it coming, but Ian Morrall ate it nonetheless.
Ian Morrall, when he gets hit, sort of turns away in a half turn almost. It's a very strange sort of reaction to it.
You can really see Stanbury dipping his body and trying to get everything into every punch. Digging his toes in.
And right hook to the body, he's really working on it, getting it under the elbow. That right hook to the body, left hand over the top as well. Well, good right hand by Morrall though.
Landed with a couple there, Morrall.
Yeah.
He's not without his success, but he certainly is fighting to keep Stanbury off him rather than to do much else. And Stanbury is starting to let go to the body, and the right hand to the body under the guard, and then the left hook, and then another right hand lands from Stanbury. He's eaten one to come in here, but he's really got the bit between his teeth, Billy Stanbury. Ian Morrall looks at 6s and 7s. Stanbury's left hand lands again, and then the right. Ian Morrall clings on desperately. That was a wonderful little spell for Billy Stanbury. And he looks to keep it going.
That's a skill that he should maybe learn, Morrall, is the referee didn't tell him to break and get in there and break them. He could have done with the extra few seconds there.
Oh, that was a big hand. You saw his head go. He tried to turn away there. Referee is having a close look here. Billy Stanbury is really sticking it on Ian Morrall, and he is not looking comfortable in there, and that's putting it politely, I think.
Although Morrall did land his own overhand right in that. You can see the effect now upon Billy Stanbury's nose. There's one that went in.
You can hear the weight on these shots, though, that Billy Stanbury is powering through Ian Morrall's guard and confidence. However, it looks like Morrall is set to hear the end of this third round in this super welterweight fight. Only one more to go.
There was a moment in that where I think Kieran McCann maybe doubted it was going to reach end of the fight anyway. You just see Jamie Spate in the corner of Ian Morrall, urging his man to throw a 1-2 and then hold. Get hold of him. Stop trying to get too ambitious. We'll see if he does it.
Nice right hand lands from Ian Morrall. Billy Stanbury comes in, drops downstairs. That right hand off the back foot is pretty much what's kept him in this fight, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. I think if it wasn't for that, this could have been over in the second or third. There you go, he's holding, as Spate had told him to during the interval.
Will it be enough though? Blood from the nose, saliva from the mouth as Billy Stanbury comes forward.
Big gulp of breath there by Morrall.
He's just walking through punches now, Stanbury, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't think there's a lot on that right hand there from Morrall and nothing behind it. Stanbury sort of not perturbed. I think he might be better, Morrall, putting his energy into holding.
Well-timed right hook there from Billy Stanbury. A lovely right uppercut on the inside.
Lead uppercut, split the guard. Like what just went through it, didn't it?
Perfect shot, absolutely perfect shot. And a nice right hand, left hand, sorry. And another left hand, and Morrall looks at his corner as he moves away. Stanbury really sticking it on him again. That left hand is landing. Just got out of the way of it there, Ian Morrall, but
Morrall could do with listening to his corner here and just getting hold of Stanbury. Stop the hands from coming.
Yeah, if he wants to get through this fight, he needs to go on his bike because Billy Stanbury is really not going to ease the pressure off him one tiny little bit. He does look like he's breathing heavily, Stanbury, doesn't he though?
It does, but he's done a lot of heavy artillery, hasn't he, for how to fight?
Trying to batter his way into a stoppage win here, Billy Stanbury. Ian Morrall again fighting off the back foot as he dips into the ropes. Good movement, good head movement to get out of the way there from Ian Morrall. Stanbury's hands just looking ever so slightly slower and his head didn't move there as he caught a 1-2 from Ian Morrall.
There's nothing really on those Morrall punches now, so I'm not sure he needs to. I don't think he feels enticed to move out of the way, really. It's all one-way traffic.
Again, I said this earlier, but it does feel like Morrall just needs to walk onto one well-timed shot and this is all over. But nice little bit of success there from the away fighter as he drops downstairs again. Stanbury not even bothering to cover his chin as he stalks him round the ring. This is it, the last 10 seconds. Doesn't look like Stanbury's going to get that stoppage he wants. In fact, Morrall ends the fight on the front foot.
Credit to both men. That was a tremendously
entertaining fight. Excellent effort from both guys.